Welcome back. This is Dakota with mobilehomeinvesting.net.
Hey, and this is John Fedro. We're here in the middle of some weird prison in the Carolina Low Country. We're actually not in a prison. This must have been where the manager's office was, or where they collected the money. Actually, there's the slot right there where the money came in. We're in a mobile home park here. Actually, Dakota, your first park?
Yes.
First potential park.
Yes, first potential park.
And it's a park that we're doing together.
Correct.
Yeah. I wanted to interrupt this video real quick. I chose the most boring background I could find. I wanted to explain the relationship between myself and Dakota, because you might be wondering that. No, we are not brothers, but I am helping him to invest in individual mobile homes. We've been working together for a few months, and through investing in individual mobile homes, hitting the pavement, being on the ground, talking to managers, talking to owners, one of the question is, Mr. Owner, Mrs. Owner, would you consider selling your mobile home park? And one owner said, well, yes, for the right price. And we got on the phone, we all talked, we came to a win-win price and terms. Subscribe to this channel, hit the bell to be notified of future videos, because I will be talking about the due diligence process to buy this entire mobile home park. Now, Dakota has every intention of continuing to invest in mobile homes. He just got started a few months ago. If you have any interest in investing in mobile home parks, I'm curious what's stopping you. Do you feel like you have to invest in the mobile homes first? Is it a capital thing? Is it a knowledge thing? Please comment below. I hope that this made sense. Now let's go back to the original video. You've only been investing in mobile homes now for just a couple months, and I think that's a unique perspective. What fears did you have going in? What fears were reality? And you're like, oh yeah, that actually is a problem. Or actually things that weren't even, you just made them bigger in your mind. And then, what did the deals look like? Have you been closing deals? Have you been helping people? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I guess the biggest fear going into a mobile home park deal would be experience and lack thereof.
Oh, into the entire park?
Yeah, so
First,
for the first deal, buying a mobile home park is much bigger than just buying a normal mobile home. There's so many things you have to take into consideration where you don't have to take into consideration of just a single wide or a double wide, even on land. Just because there's so much more land, and you got to think about power, water, trying to find where the water comes into the homes, which we had fun doing today.
That's when you're looking at a park. Now, buying mobile homes, did you care about that? Like looking at the home so far, do you inspect water? Do you inspect the land?
Not unless I'm buying the land with the mobile home. Usually, I think in this market, at least where I am in the Carolinas, people will buy homes really in any condition for cash. So doing an inspection is important. I think I just sold a double wide, and it wasn't even a double wide mobile home. It was a mobile home office, and people were going to make it their home. It didn't have a bathroom, it didn't have showers, it didn't have any plumbing.
Wow.
And we made about a 400% profit on it.
That's fantastic. How long did you close and then resell? Was it a wholesale or?
Yeah, so it was. I bought it on a Wednesday and I sold it on a Thursday. So we had it for about 16 hours.
That is huge.
Yeah.
Now, why couldn't the seller and buyer do that themselves? Like, now that you've been a part of it, was that your first deal?
No, that was my fourth.
Oh wow. Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. So when why? Like, that's something I remember somebody asking me or me thinking, like, after my first deal, like, I'm not a genius. Why were you even needed, or why couldn't they do that themselves?
So they definitely could have. I think it was the position the sellers put themselves in a lot of the time.
Oh.
Also a lack of knowledge on how to market the home. And also you have cash on hand, and that's one of the biggest factors I've seen in my experience, albeit short. But having cash on hand and being able to close in 24 hours is invaluable.
How much cash did you have when you got started? Someone starting with $5,000, is that realistic?
Oh
or?
yeah, I've never paid over $5,000 for any of my homes. Yeah.
But now question, when you found the homes or they found you, were they asking way more? Are you able to negotiate these prices down?
Oh yeah, so yeah, I'll usually negotiate for either 50% of what they're asking, 50 to 30% of what they're asking.
That's incredible. We're interrupting this video right now in the car, obviously. Want to make sure that there is a lot of content on this video. So we were talking and I asked Dakota, what's a great story or story that you can remember about one of your 4 deals? Any one of those kind of stand out to you more than the other?
Yeah, so it's actually my first deal. It's in a senior park, and we bought the home. And then we had an open house. We sold it during the open house. Ooh, we got a fire truck. Hopefully he's not going to our park. So we sold it during the open house, and the buyer didn't have anywhere to move it, even though he said he did. And the mobile home park owner wanted the home moved off as quickly as possible. We were able to get it off in about 2 months, but one of the stipulations of buying the home was that they would have to take all the debris with them. The buyer would.
What kind of debris?
So anything left over. So like the porch. There's 2 porches and they were fairly large.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that was the main thing. And then all the insulation when they moved the home was ripped out from underneath. So that had to go too. Anyway, I get a call from the mobile home park owner, and he said they moved the home, but all of this debris is still there. I thought you said they were going to take it with them, and I said, well, that was one of the stipulations, but I never got anything in writing with the buyer saying that they would move everything. So in order to maintain, I know, it was my first one.
We got a form for that.
I know.
And a deposit that we should take. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to shame you.
Public aid. But yeah, so in order to maintain my relationship with the park manager, I offered to pay to move everything, which turned out to be $700. So cut into the profits a little bit, but. That being said, always make sure you get something in writing if they need to clean up after themselves.
Not just in writing, but even money. Because if they're already gone. Those people move the home, and then you call them up. Hey, can you please clean up the debris you left? They're like, who is this? Or goodbye. Mm-hmm. So having a little bit of money for a deposit in case they ruin the land, they break anything as they're moving out, they leave a bunch of junk. That's important. So. But that's awesome. But there was still enough profit in the deal. Oh
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of profit.
Will you have more deals from that park owner, do you think?
Yeah, I'm working on one with him now. So that was it was worth it.
And when you talked to that owner, was he like surprised that you do this? Like, oh, I wish you would have found me sooner, or? Oh,
he was very thankful that I offered to cover the cost of cleaning up everything.
Oh, especially that.
Yeah.
But just to get it moved off, you saved him $3 or $4 grand every single wide that he doesn't have to demo.
Oh yeah,
and you're saving him thousands of dollars. Yes. And you did buy that one. You didn't have to move it. Somebody else moved it, and you profited at least a few thousand or more.
Yeah, we profited about 10,000.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. And that will just go into more mobiles.
Yes.
Ads and yes, I mean that's huge.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Dude, great work on those 4 deals.
Thank you.
In 3 months?
Yeah, about 3 months.
3, 4. Okay. Wow. And this is the look at this.
Yeah,
I want to show
went
people.
Just in time.
Look at that. I don't know if people can see that it's raining. This is really peaceful. Oh wow, now it's really coming down.